Hey, what's up, guys? This is episode 63 of the podcast. And I got a few things to talk about. And I hate to be negative and I hate to be all sad and shit. Like, me. I like to be positive. I like to just, stay strong. I still am. I'm happy. I'm alive. All that. But sometimes life happens. Sometimes you're hit. Sometimes things just don't go exactly how you want them. Let's just say that. And this episode was done with my boy Vahrii, and his friend Edward Martinez was there, and he brought Vahrii to this podcast, and unfortunately, very very sad to say he has passed on. It's it's tragic. He was young. I don't know how old he was. I'm assuming he was around my age. He looked in good health. It was. So I recorded this one on a Saturday, and then the next Saturday I got the news about this, and then this next Saturday is coming up. So this episode that's about to air is almost 2 weeks old, and I think it subconsciously just kind of it wore on me, and then so I just want to first say this: Edward Martinez, E-Baby, as you were known on Instagram and all that. This episode is dedicated to you, my friend, and Vahrii. I'm very sorry to hear it. My heart goes out to you and your family, and to his family and his friends. He was well liked amongst the boys that I've had on here and all that. It's tragic. This is I've said it on the podcast, man. You don't know what people are going through, and this COVID has struck, and it's really, I think it's hit a nerve with a lot of people. So we need to be positive. We need to be kind. We need to be joyful towards other people. And if not, then just shut the fuck up, man. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, all that cliche shit, man. We need happiness. We need positivity. We need joy. It's very tragic, very very tragic. And like I said, my thoughts, my prayers, my condolences, and my energy goes out to you, Vahrii, and to his family and all y'all, man. It sucks. It does. And I'm sorry that the podcast started off the way it did. And if you listen, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's very weird. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like this, sometimes I need to come to y'all to talk. It took me a while to fucking edit this video. And I started editing it. This is Thursday. I think I started Monday. I really started Tuesday. And then it's taken me time. And it's you have to listen and you understand. It's just weird. It's weird for me as an outsider. I'm not trying to be insensitive or nothing. Unsensitive. What is the word? I don't even fucking know. But it just took time, and that was wearing on me. And again, I say this, episode 63 of the Snake Pit with Rattlesnake Roy is dedicated to you, Edward Martinez, E-Baby. And may you rest in peace. May you, wherever you are, man. I hope you're happy. I hope you're resting, and I hope everything's good. And also, if you know me, I'm a big Joey Diaz fan. I fuck with that motherfucker, and I still am. But he ended his podcast this week on the. So this is the third? Today's the third or the fourth. I don't fucking know. Who cares? But on Monday was August 31st, the last day of the church. It's happening now, man. And that ended, and that's worn on me. And I told you guys I don't like being sad or nothing, but it fucking wore on me, man. It was just kind of tough for me. Not to sound like all whatever. Just you're I can hear the background. Sorry, I think the wing guy is here. But I try to be. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Joe Diaz and all that, man. So those two things happened to me this week, man. I'm trying to be it's weird because I don't feel sadness, but I feel sad, if that makes sense. I feel sad for Vahrii and his, this situation. It's horrible. It's a very horrible situation. I feel sad for me. Not for me, but for, I just feel sad that things are starting to, change in my life, and it's just weird. It's just weird. And, anyways, Had to get out that. I've been dreading doing this all week. I'm not lying to you. I don't even know why. Well, I just explained why, I guess, but it's just been wearing on me. And I'm glad I'm finally done editing this video. It was great. We had a great conversation. We had a great time. Thank you, Vahrii. I hope you guys go listen to him. He's obviously a very talented man. He's very committed to his craft, and this podcast was good, man. And rest in peace, man, Edward Martinez, man. Sorry things don't go the way that we always want them, man. And life happens sometimes. I think it's just in our best nature to pick up, just keep going. Life goes on. So episode 63 of the podcast is dedicated to you, my friend. May you fly high, and may your soul rest in peace, sir. And I hope you guys enjoy. Not to get on very sad. It's just weird. So keep that in mind. Keep those prayers and thoughts in your mind. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, whenever you're reading it. Love you all. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you. We'll see you all next time. 3, 2, 1. First of all, happy birthday.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm glad you came on. And, I fumbled it a little bit, but I just want to say thank you for talking some sense into me. Your homeboy's in the back. Hey, man, if you want to chime in, you can. I'm not ready for 3 people yet. Oh, nice. Eventually.
Nah, he's just in the background. He's
okay.
Just like he's.
I don't want to exclude him or nothing.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is episode which one is this? 64, I believe.
Are you at 64 already?
I think so, sir.
Wow.
With Vahrii, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty great.
Man, this is
living life.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited about this one. I think this one's highly anticipated. So.
Yes, sir. Very.
So how's the birthday, man? How's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. I woke up about 6 a.m. this morning. Got straight to work. I work at Foam Tech. So
Foam Tech.
Yes, sir. I worked all day actually until about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. As soon as I got off, went straight to the studio. My boy picked me up.
There you go, man.
Got right to it. Recorded a masterpiece. It was pretty awesome.
Y'all go check it out when it's ready.
Yes, sir. It's actually probably about to drop tonight.
Oh, shit.
Probably during this podcast, I might just shoot it over to YouTube real quick.
Might as well. Fuck it.
Yes, sir.
Yours.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So were you born and raised in Lamesa?
Yes, born and raised in Lamesa until about 7th grade. And something happened and I ended up coming over here to Lubbock for the first time. You
still live there though?
Now, yeah. Just barely went back like a few months ago. I think in April, May. Yes, sir.
I'm trying to think of me. I don't know. You drive through those towns. I'm trying to think. I think my brother lives there. It's cool.
You always pass it on the way to Dallas or Corpus, anywhere down south, Odessa, Midland,
Yeah.
Small little town.
There you go, man. So, fuck it. Where does it begin for you, man? Where does the rap begin? That's what you do. You're a music artist, right?
Yes, sir.
How would you? When people say, "What do you do?" What do you say? You're a rapper.
I still don't know how to answer that. I don't like to say rapper because I'm more than that.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of everything. I produce. Everything you could think of. I try to put myself to it and try to challenge myself to be that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know if that was. That's what I felt like. Like when you say this guy's a rapper, I feel like you just put him in a corner. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. I am a rapper.
Yeah, you are.
No doubt. I pride myself on being that, but I'm also an artist.
There you go, man. When did that start?
Probably about. Probably about 2000.
Damn.
Yeah, the year 2000. I was probably 4 years old, man. I was listening to Eminem with my cousin.
There you go.
And yeah, that's how that started, man. I heard his raps for the first time. I don't know how I think my cousin, he was just heavy on Eminem. And I started getting into that. I don't know what type of music I was into before that. That's really the first music I ever remember listening to. And I loved it. It was something that was just it was different, It was
definitely, huh?
Some guys just raging out on the microphone and whatnot, and he's just letting some crazy stuff be known, and it was amazing. It was like, wow, this dude's doing this, and it introduced me into the whole hip hop world. I ended up getting onto like West Coast first. My dad listened to a lot of like Nate Dogg and like Warren G and
Yeah, the older shit, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I have vivid memories of that still being like 5 years old, rolling around in this Trans Am around Lamesa.
Yeah, I think I have like memories of listening to that. I think that was just kind of this thing around here, listening to that shit.
Right. A lot of that, and then a lot of just Houston's music as well, like SPM.
I was just about to say SPM.
Yeah, man,
Say
I
what you
grew up
want,
on
but
that.
that's what we grew up on.
Yeah, it really is.
I still listen to him every day. So.
Yeah, I love it, man. I try to put my girl onto some. I think it was 2 joints by SPM because I was smoking 2 joints. You know?
Yeah, I like those YouTube videos. A lot of it's on YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
I listen to that, man. I fucking love him.
But yeah, I mean, I've been doing it. I guess I started writing about somewhere around like 6th grade, and I was in like pre-AP at the time, and then I was getting into like my AP classes and whatnot, and I was really getting the hang of writing like actual like how would you say verses. It was coming together. Before then, it was just like me playing around with like little nursery rhymes, you know.
Yeah.
And it progressed, and it became more complex, and that's what I was going for. I wasn't really going for like boom bap type rap, you know. It was like something that was I wanted to speak on what I was going through, you know, because whenever I go through stuff, I go to that type of music, you know. If I'm happy, I'll go to happy music. If I'm sad, I'll go to sad music, you know. There's a song for everything, and I wanna be able to make a song for my moods, you know, because I go through a lot of moods.
Yeah, I'm no expert, right? Whatever, but I feel like people who just make a particular type of music, I think you limit yourself. Like, you know, you could make sad music, but also make your raging music or your happy music or your drunk music or your love music, whatever it is. I like that. I like guys who are versatile.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mac Miller got me into that, man. I'm a very, very big fan. That's top rapper for me, or top artist.
R.I.P. I love him so much.
R.I.P. Mac Miller. R.I.P.
Not to get into it, but I think that was the first ever guy who I didn't know whose death really made me cry. Like, his death is...
Really?
Or had an impact on me, because that was...
I swear it probably had more of an impact than any family member. Yeah.
Yeah?
That's ever passed away. It's crazy. Like, I don't really get into funerals as a kid. I shied away from that. Like, my grandpa died whenever I was a little kid, and I was very close to him, and I couldn't go to his funeral like that, you know. I stayed away from I couldn't even see a lot of my family members in that casket, you know. So I stayed towards the back if we were ever there for like the viewing and whatnot, you know. I'm not real big on that. I don't put my kids on that neither. I don't let them go to funerals. Yeah. Something about that's just real scary to me, you know.
Death. You want to talk about it, and that's a thing I think about a lot, but it's a sad reality.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, like my grandma, she died last year, and it sucked. But you know, this is my thing on death. I'm just letting you know, like those kind of people when they die, they're older.
Yeah.
You know, they live life.
Yeah.
Mac Miller was fucking 26, dog.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
He was still giving us good music.
A lot of great
music.
He
had a lot to offer.
Yes, sir.
And you're like, ah.
Yeah, and then he dropped that swimming album, man. I
liked it.
Okay, I slept on it.
Yeah,
and
me too.
For some reason, man, I still hate myself to this day. But August 3rd, 2018, Swimming dropped. But Astroworld dropped the same day as that, and for some reason it was like highly anticipated, and I was like, I'm gonna try to see what Travis is about, and I was hoping he'd top his last stuff. Mac Miller, I knew he would top his last stuff. Mac Miller, I knew he would have some stuff to say, and I knew it would always be there. You know, like I knew he was gonna be around for the longest time. Like, there's no way I saw him going out
like that, and then you're like,
yes. Like, that's why I tell everybody like around me, like I love seeing people nowadays like more than ever, you know. I try to be around my family and try to be around my friends, like and try to really talk to people, because it's like keeping yourself away and then like just disappearing like that out of nowhere is kind of sad. It
was so unexpected.
Yeah. So that day that he died, man, my sister ended up coming up to the house, and my wife went outside, went to go see what she wanted, and she called for me, and so I ended up going out there, and she's just like, dude, guess who died? And I'm like, who? And it's always someone just weird, crazy, unexpected. Just like when X died, like it's always it's always a crazy situation when it happens. Or Nip, like when he died, like it's a crazy situation the way it happens. But I didn't expect it to be Mac Miller. She told me Mac Miller, and I kind of flipped out. I was like, no way. Like I couldn't believe that. So I go inside and I go on Facebook, and I realize I haven't even been on Facebook the whole day. And I go on, and he's right there. It's a TMZ post, and I'm like, this can't be real. Click on it, and sure enough, man.
I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
It really felt like your family member, like somebody close to you died. You're like,
yes.
If you were into that, you're like,
yes.
Nah, this isn't real, you know.
And so after that, man, like I ended up taking acid and listening to the whole album for the first time, front to back, and it was the most amazing experience I've ever had.
I don't think he ever had a bad discography. Like his shit was all good.
No, and it was all original.
But like, it takes a little bit to like maybe get into that, or the divine. Yeah. Was it Divine Feminine?
The Divine Feminine, yes.
Yeah,
sir.
It takes a little bit to like take a step back. What's he trying to tell you? But it was all good, and I felt that one when he died. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it was hard.
That was nuts. That was so fucking nuts. So you got a lot of influence from him.
A lot. Everything I do, like I've been producing myself for the past year and a half, and everything that I've tried to do with my vocals and the way that I come at a microphone, it's all from him. It's he's given me a lot of guidance type with the stuff he's left behind,
Yeah, man, and he's a musician, he plays the guitar.
A true musician. I think he learned how to play like up to 23, 24 instruments. I think Prince could play like 27, 28.
Prince is another good one.
Yes. Yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he could have already been up there like with them like in instruments, but RIP to the GOATs.
It's the live album he did with the shit exploding from his head. I can't think of it right now.
Faces?
No. I think it was between.
Oh, you're talking about the live.
It's a live album before Faces, and it has all his shit exploding off his brain.
Yeah, Space Immigration.
Yeah, he was doing that tour to get ready for his other album, and he's playing the guitar in it, and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
What's the saddest thing is? I think it's 2012. He came here to Lubbock, Texas.
He was at the fair.
Yes, and I was in LCJJC, the Juvenile Center, man. I was locked up that weekend. And I'll never forgive myself for getting into some stupid trouble, but kids don't ever get into some stupid trouble. You'll miss out on some crazy stuff.
Like that, but my mom should have just like, no, you can't go.
Man.
And, what can you do? Well, and my friends were there, and they're like front row, Joe.
Yeah, and that was the Macadelic album he performed.
That's my favorite piece by him.
Yes, that is one of mine. That and Faces.
Faces is fucking good too.
Yeah, it's a crazy album. I got like over 100 unreleased songs from him. Like I've been following like these little links on or the little hashtags on Instagram, and they a lot of them give out like a lot of unreleased links, and I downloaded every one of them. Yeah, of course, before he died.
That's stupid. I'm saying like new shit before he died, or is
it's a lot. No, it's a lot of stuff that was from like different albums. There was stuff from the Kids album. There's stuff from Good AM. There's stuff from Faces that he didn't put on there. There's a lot.
I'm glad you like him because all those albums are good to me.
Yeah, man, I love every single one.
I this is gonna sound weird. It took me up till this year to listen to him after he died.
Yeah.
I just like, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then Good AM came on Ascension.
Yeah.
One day in my shuffle, and I was like, I'll listen to him.
Yeah.
And then, now they're releasing good shit on iTunes. So you listen to him and you're just like, fuck. But, this podcast isn't meant to be sad, but that's just shit, especially with an artist, you have your influences, and it's just alive or not.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It's a fucking. It's fucking nuts. It's cool. Listen, it's cool that you like you can come together with guys who like it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy how people can bond over that.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what's special about music. I think that's what's special about this.
Yeah.
You know, we can bond over whatever. Just fucking bullshit for an hour and a half.
How long have you been doing this? What gave you the idea to do this?
So firstly, I've been doing this since October 19th.
Okay.
Almost a year.
Nice.
And
You gonna hit your 100 before that day?
No,
Or on that day?
No, I'm not really on it like that.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me think. That's like 2 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no, I'll be close. But no. I just to be honest, it's weird. Like I've never really explained it on the podcast, but I will. But it's like it's weird how music and podcasting intertwined for me because I really like Metallica.
Right.
That's just like everything I learned from guitar playing is Metallica.
Right.
And my friend was like, "Hey, listen to this Joe Rogan. He's a number one podcast in the world."
Right.
He's like, "Hey, listen, James Hetfield and Joe Rogan." And I'm like, "What the fuck's James Hetfield doing with Joe Rogan?" So I listen to these podcasts, and they kind of intertwine because I love. And then I just started listening to Joe Rogan, and then I was like, man, I like asking people questions.
Yes.
And I was at a party last year, and my friend was like, "Hey, aren't you?" Me and my friend were just bullshitting. I was like, "Yeah, I got a podcast." I didn't have it.
Right.
And he's like, "What is it?" He called me out, and I'm like, "Motherfucker, I don't have one." I was like, "It'll be out next week."
Right.
And I fucking said, "You know what? I did my steps, and I put one out, and then now here we are." And it's like, it just.
Who was your first person on your podcast?
It was me, and then I did my friend's. He lives down the street. His name's Matt, and then my other friend Chaba. It's gone from there. It used to be just on the phone.
Nice.
Recording it, and here we are, man.
Nice.
I would be lying to you if I wasn't telling you like I didn't like the attention because it's like it's my shit, my show. I got control, all that. But more so than that, I like talking to people. It's It's fucking awesome.
It's one of the best things in life is getting to pick somebody's mind.
Yeah, I'm just nosy. I like to pick people's fucking life, whatever. I more so here is like more so in this recent time. It's been rappers or artists. My bad, my artists who are rappers. Let me say that.
Of course.
Yeah, like you guys and like for Shody.
Yeah.
And all the Absolute King Boys.
Yeah.
It's been like guys like y'all. Y'all have been very much into this.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
It's what's popping right now.
Yeah. So I like that, but I'll interview a fucking plumber.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. You're trying to just be versatile.
Guy who street races. I don't give a fuck. If you want to come on, I'll do it.
That's cool. Man.
But they have to be like kind of Lubbock based for now. We'll do that.
Local. Yeah. That's cool.
It's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
It has been cool. It's been fun, and I just like it. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube. Need the money. I'll say it every fucking I'll say it every fucking podcast.
You got to, man.
Because this shit ain't cheap, man. You know that. You're in the studio.
Yes.
You're in the trenches. You know.
Yes, sir. Every day.
Until you make it, it ain't fucking free.
No, yeah. For sure. Man, a lot of money goes into this. Man.
That's why I like guys like y'all, because y'all put in the money and the work, and like for a long time it's gonna be free. I mean, you're not gonna see anything from it. For a long time, maybe. Yeah. You might get lucky, but most of us aren't lucky.
Yeah.
So I like
put a lot of money into this that I never got back.
I respect that, and I'm glad you like I said, you set me straight on that, because it's like, okay, he's about it. He wants you like, if I can put it out there, you move your for the weekend, your family's over here, and you like to do this and all that, and it's your birthday and all that.
Yes, sir.
And I like that, and then it's a very much a special thing. And I couldn't be more thankful for guys like y'all. I'm for real, and not to be all whatever. Start off like this, but yeah.
No, you're good.
You know what I'm saying, dog? It's cool. It's really cool. And you know it's cool to like people who reciprocate your energy.
Yes, sir.
When you're like, your worth, and you're like, I know what I'm about. Don't sell me short. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't fucking sell me short. And it takes takes a little bit of balls to like, motherfucker, don't sell me short. And I like that. That's why you guys have seen a lot of rappers and artists here, because we're all on the same playing field here. And I hope to God we all make it, because it's like fuck, I'm not gonna stop. I don't know you that well, but I hope you don't stop
I
till
will
you
never
go. You know what I'm
stop till the
saying?
day I die.
I hope you don't stop till the day you die. Like you're saying, just keep going, man.
Yes.
And I can feel it when you hit me up in these messages that you are about it, and it's
Appreciate
only in due time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
And you
of
know that
course.
though. That time's
Yeah.
like it's long. Come on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Time is forever, man. I actually I spent the night in jail Thursday night, and it was it sucks, man. There's people in there that are actually gonna do time, and probably won't ever see like the sun again, and it's sad. It's like the time goes by very, very slow behind walls where you can't see the outside, and
yeah.
I think I needed that little experience again. I've experienced it way too many times than I'd like to say, but it was a eye opener, and it'll never happen again. I say never. You're never supposed to never say never, but I don't like that. It's a horrible feeling, and time goes by very, very slow, And out here it goes by fast, man. This is a fast life out here, and for a lot of people, it's faster than most, You'll blink and it's over in the blink of a second,
Yeah, man. This is like the first year I haven't gone to school. I just graduated from tech last December.
Wow, nice.
So yeah. So it's like, this is the first year where I've just done solid work all year. I've never had that.
Right.
And you're right. Just like you wake up, it's August. I've been full-time working for the first time in my life since this January. And it's like, oh shit, it's August.
Yeah.
Your time just like fucking like, I kind of want to slow it down, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like, fuck, what the hell?
I was working earlier, and I was kind of in my zone, and I was listening to some music, and I was actually listening to Mac Miller, "Happy Birthday" off of Faces,
I like that one.
Yes, and it was kind of cool, and then I'm like, dude, it was like I was listening to this last year, and time went by like that.
It does.
Yeah, I'm already listening to it again. I really only listen to that song once a year, and that's on my birthday, And,
I actually remember, I think it was like my 19th or 20th, listening to it at midnight. Yeah, I guess we all go through that.
Yeah.
You just turned 24?
24.
So I'll be 24 in November. We're still young.
Dude, you're young. Nice.
Yeah, we're still young. But it's like, fuck, I remember being 18, 19. It's like, where did those years go?
Right.
And then I hear it, because I have an older friend. Thank God I have an older friend who tells me like these things. He's like, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're almost halfway to 30.
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. And all I hang around is like a lot of older people. I've been in the oil field, so a lot of those guys
so you
out
work
there.
with older people.
Yeah,
right?
they're in their 50s, they're in their 40s, and they're like, man, I wish I was that young.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard that.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna be one of those people who wishes I was that young again, or man, I wish I could have done it like this. I'm trying to get it right this time. Like,
I feel you. 100%.
I feel like I've been here so many times, and like this is my chance to like really get it right. I'm awake right now.
Yeah, you ever feel like you owe it? To me, sometimes I feel like I owe it to those guys. Like, okay, you didn't do it, but I'll do it for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'll spend my youth.
Yeah,
here it's for y'all.
Yeah, for y'all, for them, I'm gonna do everything that they wish that they could have.
Yeah.
And I got family members, aunts, uncles, cousins who wish they could be doing this right now, and I'm blessed to do it.
Yeah, I've never, and it's so relatable. Like, for whatever reason, they weren't given this opportunity.
Yes,
we were.
Yes.
And it's I think it's up to us to do it.
Yeah. I mean, we're right here in this position. What else can we do?
Might as well.
Yeah. Go hard.
I fucking love it. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of older generations, you hear it. If you, from what you tell me, they didn't really weren't given that opportunity. They had to fucking fight. And it's like, now we get to chill and just, just bust our ass and go. Come on.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, times are different right now.
Yeah, times are. And it's like, I think times are in our favor.
Yeah, really.
As shitty as times are for real, they are in our favor.
Oh man, I've made some of my best music right now during this pandemic, and it's crazy. It's like when everybody else is like losing their mind and the world's in chaos, like I'm over here making some great hits to try to soothe the energy, you know. And I'm blessed music can do that, you know. Like
yeah, I think art in general and music falls in that category since you can do it.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy to me is like I'm gonna look back and like this was my best year.
Really?
This was my best year of my life.
Oh, for real.
It was pretty shitty, and you know I was restricted from doing things. God forbid I couldn't go to the bar. Okay, whatever. I was restricted a little bit, you know.
Right.
It's a good year.
Yeah,
I hate to say it. It was a great year for me. I guess for you too. And,
yeah, man. It's actually been one of my best years so far in this life.
That's what I'm saying, dog. This was one of my best years too.
Yes. I've been through so many ups and downs and downs and ups, and this year's just been like one long incline. That's why I'm saying like Thursday, whenever I went to jail, man, you know, like what goes up must come down, you know? And I expected that. And maybe it's my mind that manifested that. Like maybe I brought that into my life, but I knew somewhere, some way, somehow, like something was gonna happen. I felt it, you know, like, and I got pulled over for a seatbelt, and then like they pulled up a warrant from like 2017, and that's what got me into going to jail for the night. You know, my bond was $25,000. I bonded out with 10% of that, 2,500.
What was it, in Lubbock County or
La Mesa? Yeah.
Yeah, like if we're being honest, I saw that and I was like.
I kind of felt that's what it was.
Jail's not clean, bro.
Yeah, no.
I was a little skeptical about it.
No, actually, they're going like way overboard to make sure it stays clean.
I didn't want to get into it, but I do now.
No, like I've been there before, man, and it was like it was never the way it was.
No, I've been to jail too, and I got staff coming out of it.
Oh yeah, fuck all that.
I was like, you just don't come out clean.
Yeah, no. See, I knew it was that. I had that feeling. Yes,
it's like you don't come out clean.
Yeah,
because I got staff coming out of it.
Yeah,
and that sucked.
Yeah, that's horrible, man.
So I was a little skeptical, but we kept our distance, and we, you know, I sanitized everything. We got hand sanitizer, so it's all good now. but I am a little interested to know. So the warrant is what got your ass, right?
Yes, man. And
but they're keeping clean in there.
Yeah, no, they're actually going way overboard to make sure it stays very, very clean. Okay. And I mean, otherwise they couldn't really hold people in there. I don't think like.
I think everyone should go overboard.
Yeah, everybody really. I mean, not too. Okay.
No, I like overboard.
In my point of view, like, okay, I was talking to my dad whenever this was going crazy, and he was like, "These people are gonna sanitize themselves to death. Like, they're gonna put themselves so clean that once they step outside, they're gonna be like." That their immune system is not going to be able to handle anything. You know, whenever a baby's born,
about that.
You know, when a baby's born and they put things in their mouth, anything, you're really supposed to let it happen. Like whether it's like maybe they touch the toilet seat or something, and nasty shit that kids do because kids do whatever, you know. Kids touch the weirdest things. Yeah, kids are gross, you know. And they're kids. Yeah. But it builds their immune system.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that.
A doctor will tell you it'll build their immune system. Right? Yes. You're supposed to be going through the things so that way your body knows how to adapt and how to fight what's coming against it, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of think of that right now. Like, I mean, I don't think you need to sanitize yourself to death. I don't think you need to be like overly cautious. Just do the same. If you're good on your hygiene and you're not a dirty person, you have nothing to be worried about. You know, it's these dirty people. But I say this to some of the people like that I talk to, like, if your local crackhead on the corner is still alive right now and chilling, I mean, I think we're good.
Going on, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're good. I see people like that I've seen for years, like at the same corner mart, you know, like, and they're chilling, you know, and then no mask, no nothing.
Crack is a superpower. It is. I've seen those videos.
Yeah, it really is. I've seen people do some crazy backflips. Yeah,
I've seen some wild videos, but yeah, that worried me a little bit. But yeah, like you're saying.
Man, I just think people just need to chill, and I mean, just of course practice social distancing. We should have been doing that before this, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, I mean, just if you're being clean and you do that on a daily basis, you wash your hands after you do what you do. I mean, and you don't just go around touching everything, especially your face. My wife's a cosmetologist. She already tells me before this. She's been telling me, don't touch your face with your hands. You know, like you get oils all over your face. That's how you break out. Just moving your oils around. You know, and you're clogging up your pores. Like you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. You know, so like the fact that anybody got to tell you right now, don't touch your face with your hands, like you shouldn't.
That's what I was saying. Like they were telling us doing all this, and I'm like, isn't this like based in survival? Like the fuck you doing? You fucking gross ass people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But whatever.
That's what I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's all. There's a lot of crazier stuff happening right now, man. While this pandemic is happening, like I mean, I don't want to get into it like deep, like Pizzagate, bro. Like, what do you think about that? That shit's crazy.
Is that what like? I don't know much about that. But is that what like child shit?
Yeah, yeah. It's,
so I was peeping out your Facebook and Save Our Children.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You said that recently, and I just got into that recently. Where it's a big deal.
I mean, yeah, it's way bigger than I thought it was. My wife, she's a stay-at-home mom, so she got a lot of time on her hands. Other than my kids are a full-time job, you know. But
how old are they?
My daughter is 3 years old, Zeta C, and my son Valerian, he is 1 year old.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like I have a sister. She's 11.
Right.
And it's you know you got to watch out for them, and I have to think about her.
Yeah, of course.
You know? It's
and the thing is, my kids are unvaccinated. They're not vaccinated. Okay. So I mean, I'm going about this life in a different format. You know, like I also got to be overly cautious. You know, because I mean, my kids, they don't have that. They don't have these vaccines running through their body. Supposedly the doctor says it helps them be immune to a lot of this stuff, which I don't believe. I don't believe in vaccinations. Okay. I mean, to each their own. I'm not going to tell you shouldn't vaccinate your child or you should, but I don't think nobody should tell me what I should do either, you know?
That's my thing.
I think every parent sees something fit for their child. And I mean, if that's what you like and that's what you feel comfortable with, I mean, you can create your own reality. And if you feel your kids are going to be healthier that way, yeah, they're going to be healthier that way. I feel like my kids are going to be healthier without the vaccinations and everything. Yeah, our bodies are very, very resilient objects. Like they can handle anything that you throw at it, from a little child all the way until you die. If you maintain a healthy diet and you just take care of yourself, man. I mean, you don't have nothing to be worried about.
That's the key, right? Just being healthy.
Yeah, and then I mean, like if you're one of those people who got diseases or illnesses that run through your genes and whatnot, look into veganism. I mean, that stuff reverses a lot of crazy fucking like diseases that run through people, you know? I mean, you don't have to be one of those people, well, my mom was a diabetic, so I know I'm gonna be a diabetic, you know? Like, I mean, no, you're already putting that out there into the world that you're gonna be that, you know?
I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know. Where were we going with that? What were we saying before this?
I know what we were saying, but before we go to that, yeah, it's like you can reverse.
Yes.
It's definitely reversible if you're, you know, the big killer is sugar. I think that's a big American killer.
Yes, sugar. Yes. And think about how many things have sugar that that we consume. Everything. Yes.
That's one of the things I'm trying to wean myself off of.
Man.
I'm not doing a good job of it, but of course. And I'm a big component of sweet tea. Sugar. My two favorite things, beer and sugar. Sweet tea, it's like sugar. And, you know, it may not cause nothing, but it fucking accelerates that shit, right? You know,
of course,
it's like there's a lot of processed meat. There's like, you have a lot of like, I know, I'm being honest with you, I know you're going to get a lot of backlash for saying like, you know, vaccinate your kids. Yeah. But it's like a lot of that, like, you can fight against it if you're not fucking putting bullshit in your body. And
hey, man, I mean, for the past 3 years, my daughter's 3 now. Dude, she's healthy. Like, this is not... We don't go to the doctor, man. We don't. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's unnecessary. You know, I mean, a lot of the stuff that the doctors do, they'll charge you up the ass for, and that's something you can really do at your house. You can weigh your baby. You can check the heartbeat. You could see everything at the house. It kind of
seems like they were doing that before, like recently. They were doing that back in the day.
Yes, I mean, how do you think we were living before all these people wanted to profit off this? You know,
it is a big profit.
Yes,
I give you that.
Yes, and the only time I will ever think about taking my children to the hospital is, I mean, if it's dire need, like they're like about to die type thing. But I mean, I don't think about that. My kids are healthy. My daughter, there's not been. Maybe one time she caught a fever, and that was probably when her teeth were coming in as a child. And same thing with my son. He caught a fever one time, and it scared me and my wife. Like it got to the point where it was like 102, 103, and it was insanely high. But I mean, we've done a lot of research before, and like fevers aren't a bad thing. Don't think just because you got a fever and you're running a fever, it's not a bad thing. That's your body's way of, it's heating up your body so that way it could kill whatever's happening in there. Like, be blessed that you got a fever. Yeah, like
he's done his research for you fuckers out there listening. You know, we all have different ways of living.
Yes, I mean, and I didn't want to just do this just because I want to see what it's like to have my.
Talk about that. So
yes,
it'd be interesting to hear it.
Well, my dad did it with his kids. He from his third marriage.
Okay.
Yes, he had 2 kids that are around my kids' age. They're maybe like 2 years older than my kids. You know, so it's kind of crazy.
Your kids' uncles are. That's what I'm my uncle is actually younger than me.
Really,
So it'd be the same.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's cool. It's cool, you know. But I saw him kind of go a different route with them, and they were getting into this healthy way of living. You meet my dad right now. He's 43, and he's healthy, man. He's very, very healthy. He's done a lot to maintain healthiness, you know, like he's reversed like his vision, like to perfect 20 eye vision.
You hear it, you can do that, right?
Dude, yes, it's possible. And I still can't make it happen, but it's a lot of stretching. It's a lot of like, I feel like it's also being right with yourself and really going at life. Like if you align your chakras, you know, I feel like you can like maintain perfect, like, a body, your physical.
We can put a lot of like words on it because I don't know those words. Like I've heard them. My girlfriend's like that. She was like into that. But if you're you're releasing that bad energy out correctly,
right?
Then you're putting good things in you,
right?
Mind, body, and soul. Then you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you know, I find that I have found that as I'm more so living for myself,
right,
and not listening to people, like yoga, not eating processed food, but I do. But of course, I'm drinking beer and all that. It's bad for you. But You know, you do like a lot of meditating and shit.
Yeah,
it's good for you, and it's
great for you.
It all starts up here, and then it just.
And see, the thing is, like, I mean, with the food, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around from everything.
Cool. But I have what I was going to talk about on backhold. So
right. Okay. Cool. Well, with the food, man, you shouldn't be looking at it as something that's fun or something that like it's cool to be doing. Like everybody's like, I find it with my wife, me and her, like, what should we eat? Like, what sounds good? Like, and then we're trying to find the best type of thing to eat, you know, like, and it's always processed. It's always a meat or something. I mean, something good, you know. It's always something good, but. The thing is, it's really not good. We shouldn't be looking at food as something that's cool or good like that. We should be looking at
like
food
a sustainable thing,
as fuel. Okay. You know, whenever your car needs gas, same way you're hungry, you don't go around town looking at the best gas station and like who sells the best fuel. No, you just, I mean, people are like real picky. If you're from Lubbock, Texas, a lot of people go to Bolton's. You know, like Bolton's.
My uncle's like that. He'll be picky.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people I know, my mom, a lot of people that I know, like they fuck with Bolton's in Lubbock, Texas. Yeah. But I mean, everybody else just they're not picky. You know, if you need gas, you're going to go get gas, and that's it. You know, you're not gonna go. Yeah, you're not gonna go find some fancy gas. You know, and that's how we should be looking at our food. It's fuel. It's not something that's. Yeah, that's why like people find it hard to like convert into veganism. Like me and my wife did it for.
Vegan?
Not no more, man. No. Okay, so I kind of while I was doing my oil field, like
it's
little,
pretty tough.
Yeah. Whenever I was in the oil field, man, we had good money enough to maintain that, you know. And it's not really expensive. It's actually very inexpensive for some bland things, you know. But if you want to
Yeah.
like kind of, because you know, I mean, like I said, you're not supposed to go find the fanciest gas station, but you do want your food to be a little bit like kind of tasty, you know. And
It brings the.
and I mean, we found some great stuff. Like my wife made cauliflower wings,
seen those.
buffalo cauliflower wings, amazing. This amazing spaghetti. She'd make chickpea sandwiches that I take every day to work. And
What they made the spaghetti out of? Those like you like break. Was it like squash spaghetti almost?
yeah, I mean, there's these little things that my wife had that you can like throw vegetables through, and it would like make spirals or whatever, like noodles out of it, so that way you can eat like some fresh noodles. I mean, I don't know, but dude, I mean, I don't know.
My girl was like that.
Yeah.
But I kind of deconverted her. She likes meat now.
See, yeah, we kind of got off of it, man, for a little bit, and I mean, it's easy to get off if you've already liked that and that's what you're accustomed to before. Like it's very easy to get off. You know, you smell meat. I'd love to smell the meat, like, but I would hate to eat it. You know, because I mean, if you're vegan and you try meat again, like it will kill your stomach. I'm letting you know now.
I've heard that. Like it fucks you up.
It will make you feel like shit, and you will not want to do it. And then, unless you're going to do it, and then you do it constantly, like right after then your body will like adapt back to who you used to be. But I mean, with veganism, I mean, it's really crazy. Like your body changes, and it won't tolerate a lot of that nasty shit no more. You know?
Yeah, it is nasty shit. Huh?
Yeah, it's dead animal. It's dead flesh. I mean, and
well, fresh dead flesh is good for you, I think, but not that bullshit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Whataburger. That shit's good for you. No, we were talking about Pizzagate.
Pizzagate, yes.
Just saving the children.
Man, do you know Avicii? If I'm saying his name right, my wife's gonna kill me if I didn't. Avicii. He was a DJ, man. He was a cool DJ. Actually, I think he had some badass songs and whatnot.
From here?
No.
Oh,
He's a very famous DJ,
Nah.
but he ended up overdosing, and it affected a lot of people, man. I don't know if this was after Mac Miller, before Mac Miller.
You want to show me? Because I'm a little confused.
When did Avicii die?
Shout out to Body Armor and Essential.
April 20th, 2018. So this was before Mac Miller. He died of a drug overdose, supposedly.
Okay.
Okay.
And he was researching the shit or what?
He dropped this music video. Let me plug this real quick so that way people can put themselves on, because this is crazy. He actually now it's coming out that his life might have been taken, you know, because of what he was doing. He dropped this song. I'm trying to find it right now. For a Better Day. Look that up. Watch that, and it's he's touching on child trafficking, and literally right after he dropped his video, he died, and it's weird.
Okay, I don't know. We're back on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fucking neighbors are. God forbid they leave their house. Oops. No, but so you were saying, because I asked you, I didn't know if you were Mexican. I just assumed you were. Your last name's Hernandez. My last name's supposed to be Hernandez.
Really? My last. See, that's why I'm changing it to like Adonai, because I'm not really a Hernandez.
Oh, no.
Like my grandma kept that from her first marriage, and like when she got with my dad's dad, she still kept that first marriage last name. You know? Yeah, I'll take one. And my dad's real last name was supposed to be Solis.
Oh, okay.
So, and then at that, it's just like, well, who are we really connected to? Like, where did these last names stem from? Like, I don't really like them. Like, I mean, I'm sorry if I don't like it. Like, I want to be different. I grew up in a town where like my name's Damien. You know, my real name is Damien.
Oh, okay.
So like, and that sucks. It's not cool.
It's no disrespect. It's just normal.
Yeah, no, it's I watched The Omen as a kid, so you know what I'm saying. Like,
Damien.
yes, it was always bad. It was always not
okay.
in a good way. You heard Damien is like, you knew it was a badass kid. Like every Damien I met, I think like is a badass kid. Like, and I grew up with multiple, like in class, like in the same grade, like all of three of us, like in one class, Damien, and we all look, you know, like, and that sucks. So I've always looked for a better name, you know. Vahrii wasn't something I stumbled on first. It was it's been different things. I try to find my rapper name, you know, and my Vahrii is new. Vahrii just came around like 2000 after Mac Miller died.
Yeah.
I looked for something new, and I really wanted to attack this dream, so I chose Vahrii. Vahrii just kind of just came to me out of nowhere. I always wanted that one word type name, you know, like Drake, something that just stood out like as a brand, like Nike or Nike, you know, something like that.
Makes sense.
And I went with Kennedy Fields at first. You can look me up on SoundCloud. I got a shitload of music that was popping. Like it's close to 1,000 views on a lot of stuff. Like it's good music, good music. I had a lot of freestyles, like 15, 16 years old. Like, and I carried
What was
that.
That
Kennedy Fields,
okay.
KENEDI FIELDZ.
I wouldn't spell it like that, but there you go.
Yeah. And yeah, it's all over SoundCloud. And I was popping with that at first. And I really wanted to reinvent myself because the person I came as with that name, like it was something different, you know. It was me just trying to really get known. And so I was like, I know I'm very versatile, so I was making what people wanted, you know. Vahrii is really me making what I want, but for the people. I mean, I don't know. It's really complicated, but Vahrii, it's a new word into the universe, you know. It's fresh, VAHRII.
Yeah.
And to me, like if anybody were to ask what that means, it means thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other name you were saying, what does that mean?
Adonai. Adonai means
Hebrew?
God in Hebrew, and that's actually my son Valerian's last name legally. Whenever they gave us that birth certificate and asked us what his name was gonna be, it's Valerian Adonai.
Nice.
ADONAI. And yeah, Adonai means God in Hebrew.
Okay.
So Vahrii Adonai, that means thank you, God.
Oh, okay.
That's nice, right?
There you go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we were just talking about that when we had our little break.
Yeah. Some insight for y'all.
Fuck, we keep missing it on the goddamn Pizzagate.
Pizzagate, yes.
Keep missing it, man.
So for a better day, Avicii, man, yes, he tried to.
That guy, that's where we were at.
He exposed some of what was happening, man, and mysteriously after that, like he overdosed, and people found that was weird. His dad even said that his death wouldn't be in vain because they found it weird as well. And I didn't know Avicii like that, but I don't believe it was someone like Mac Miller to where like when you heard about it, it was like not that you expected this to come, but if this came, you knew like this was talked about. He's talked about it many times, you know. He's talked about it being exactly like the way it was, an overdose, you know. And it's very sad, but I mean, I feel like that was foreseen, Mac Miller. This wasn't. And there's some other people too, man. I wish I knew the names, man. And I've been looking at this, but there's some other people who have gone down and mysteriously died because they've spoken out about this.
It needs to be heard, man.
It really does, man. There's little kids out there that are really going through some shit, man. And
you know, if we have to be there, like it's I seen it on Facebook last week. It was like 5 people from Lubbock. And they were girls and boys from 5 years old to 14 years old missing.
Yeah,
it's happening. It's like
it's crazy, man.
And then I like follow these people on Twitter who expose pedophiles. Like,
yeah, We need more of those people.
And there was one that was really shocking. It was this girl, well, the girl who runs the account. She like poses as a kid and exposes these guys, but this girl was meeting up with a 14-year-old for her husband. Her husband was a sex offender.
Oh wow!
So she was meeting up with the kid to pick him up to go to her husband.
Right.
It's like, if they're registered as a sex offender, then they'll use other people. It's like, what the fuck is going on around here, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
very sickening.
it is, and I would expect you to be more sympathetic because you have kids, like you said, and I have a sister, I have a mom, I have brothers that are little. It's like, come on, we have to be doing something, and I think it's my not to get serious, but it's like my kind of almost my duty as a guy who has a platform. Like, come on, what the fuck? Like, we need to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to be dark or nothing. It's a fact,
No. It's
like,
very serious, and I like that we get to speak on this because I mean, not a lot of people are speaking on this, and people with high like platforms, like they're not speaking on this, and it's weird. I think that's why this pandemic is going on. I don't think we should be scared of the coronavirus. I think we should be scared of the people that are not talking right now.
For real.
Yeah. Because
we should be scared of something deeper going on.
I think it's whenever a magician is showing you a trick right here, but they're doing something
going
over
on
here
in the back.
Yeah, it's the same shit, man. This is coronavirus. This is Pizzagate. It seems like they want you to focus right here.
But luckily, we have the internet.
Yeah.
In that sense, that's bringing shit to light.
Yeah.
Even if it is.
I mean, we even had doctors who came out and exposed how, and this is a video that cannot get shared on Facebook. It's been deleted time and time again. And even on Instagram, it's getting blocked about how these are high-end doctors who are telling you that this coronavirus thing is not a real thing. It's something that's always been around. It's something that will always be around, but it's nothing more than the common flu. Like if you're not, like I said, if you're not a clean person, then you got something to worry about because, I mean, you can catch anything out here. You can catch AIDS. You can catch everything.
I'm more to worry about.
Yes. Like there's...
I could agree with that because it's like I've seen some people get it and it's like it fucked them up a little bit, but it didn't kill them. You know what I'm saying? My sister caught it in February or something. Or we're going to get it and we're going to die from it.
But my sister caught it right after that one guy who brought it here or whatever.
Was this?
Yeah, once he got exposed, she got exposed, and she called me crying dude, I'm sure it's not that serious, but no, my whole family shut her out, and I'm like, that's crazy. But literally 3 days later, she was fine, and I was like, you really think you caught the corona? They diagnosed her with coronavirus, and I'm telling her if you don't know this. Now you know, the hospital, the doctors, they get paid commission. Every time they diagnose you with coronavirus, the hospital gets more money. So the more that they can diagnose with coronavirus,
it's fishy.
Yeah.
But I do know people who got it. Maybe it is real, but it's not as
maybe serious. The common cold drill.
No, that's what I mean. It's not as serious as people are saying.
Yeah. No.
I've said it on this podcast before. I've had people who come here who've had it, who were pre-exposed to other symptoms. If they had it, they have other shit that will fuck them up, but they got it and they were fine.
Right.
Well, my friend, he's had it. He hasn't had to be able to taste 40 days, but he's fine now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I guess we will. I mean, next month, Hillary Clinton goes to court for some emails and whatnot. And that'll be cool. I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are...
Yeah, I just don't want to be that guy who fucking puts it out there. If it's if that shit's going on, it needs to be exposed. It's come on.
Yeah, 100%.
We need to
all say something.
It's a good time that, the internet's the Wild West is what I've heard. And information is the Wild West. And they can't hold it back no more.
Yeah.
The truth is going to be told... And they can't stop it, and we're gonna be telling the truth from now on, and that's what I like. I like the truth.
Yeah, I love the truth.
I love the truth too, and even if it's bad or good,
it'll set you free.
We need to know.
What they say.
But that's a bad part of this podcast. We'll be done with that. Well,
I'm glad we got to touch on that.
yeah, I'm glad too. It's because it's real. Like I said, with the Pizzagate, like the child shit. Like, because I looked at your Facebook and you said save the children. So you're about it.
Sorry.
These motherfuckers are out here. Not motherfuckers. These kids are out here getting fucking kidnapped and disappearing in our own backyard. I love it.
Yeah.
And like when I said I seen those 5 kids that were missing from Lubbock, that means a lot to me because I love this town.
Yeah.
I love our city. I love this community.
This is my second home right
And
now.
I couldn't imagine losing my kid,
Yeah.
or losing my sister,
Yeah.
or losing my sister's kid, or losing a friend's kid. It's real out here.
Yeah.
We need to do something, dog.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to take better care of our kids and like watch them.
Of course.
Because
of course,
like, you know, I'm a landscaper.
Yeah.
And we drive around neighborhoods to go to jobs.
Yeah.
And I see kids just no parents inside, just on their bikes.
Oh no, it's crazy, man. I actually I'm a foam tech, you know, and
Yeah. So you see
and
it too, right?
we're at different places and whatnot every day, and
You're driving through neighborhoods, right?
We're actually over here at these we were at these apartments right there by 4th and Frankfurt, the Walmart that's right there. There's some apartments like
ranch?
Kennedy Ridge or something like
Next
that.
to them, okay. Yeah.
Okay, and we're actually on the roof and whatnot, and we're I guess we're painting on the side, or I think we're painting on the side of the roof. We're clearing up some mess, and as we're up there on the roof, I'm seeing a kid over here just like wandering, like, and little, like, I think still in diapers over here wandering like close to where the water's at, and I'm like, holy, you know, I'm like, nobody's out here watching. I'm like looking down, like, oh,
You're the one watching them.
yeah. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going about my business. Like, there's got to be somebody watching them right there. And then, like, finally we get down and we go over here to this other, like, little part of the complex. And there's other kids out there running around, too. Like, that's wild. Like, I don't know how y'all do that. My wife loses her shit if if the kids are out of her sight.
You know,
but
like, no disrespect to y'all listening. Like, we were in a predominantly white neighborhood. Those little white kids are on their, this little white girl was riding her little scooter.
Right.
And I was like, Craig, my boss said, Craig,
Right.
if somebody wanted to steal her, they would.
Yeah.
This is it.
I mean,
This is it. There's nobody. I looked for parents in sight.
Right.
Nobody.
I mean,
She was a little dog. She was in diapers too. I'd imagine. If not, just got out of diapers. And I'm like,
that's why.
this is why these kids are fucking going missing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it sucks. You would think being in a neighborhood, working that hard to be in a neighborhood like that, you could have like some type of security. I'd probably feel secured if I was in like a gated community or something, you know? Like, that's why I'm working very hard now to get myself into an estate.
I respect you.
Like, you know, I want to be.
Want you to.
I want to be.
I work.
something.
You work out there. I work out there. I want to be out there.
Yes.
It's quiet out there.
Yes.
It's good. But I was like, you know, I'm putting these pieces together. I'm like,
Yeah.
these people don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfuckers are trained to take kids.
Yeah.
They are paid to take kids. They know where to go.
Yeah.
And you watch it. As a guy who's not roaming these streets, but who goes through these streets, I go through the same routes every week because that's my job. You know, it's the same job. And every week we were seeing the same shit. I'm like, fuck. Guys, come on.
Yeah.
And this is why these kids are going missing.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. Keep an eye on your kids,
you know what I'm
please.
saying? It's sad. And I'm like, I tell you, I take that seriously when it comes to these people in my community because they're missing. Man, come on. What the fuck? You know? And even like in the States, maybe a little bit different, but I'm like, fuck. This is Lubbock, bro.
Yeah.
And you're fucking letting your kid you can't. I don't think you can anymore.
No, I mean, it sucks that we can't. My kids stay inside the house, you know? Like,
yeah, I was a kid, 12 years old, walking home from school. Yeah. You can't do that anymore.
Shit, I was like an 8-year-old kid. Like, dude, okay, hold on. I got this memory. Okay. Well, parents can confirm. All right, so I was like, I think I was 2 years old, man. It's vivid memories, too. I mean, not the whole thing, but I was like 2 years old. We lived like 2 blocks behind this market called Claiborne's in La Mesa. And, okay, so we lived 2 blocks behind it. Okay, now 2 blocks on the side of that market, or maybe a block. My aunt lived right there. And I walked from that house as a 2-year-old And I think I maybe just had my diaper on, maybe. But like while my mom and dad were asleep in the room, I walked with a bottle and a fresh diaper to my aunt's house and knocked on the door. Got a diaper change. You got to chill out, you know. Like that was one of my favorite aunts. Like I went over there and like nobody like thought to say like there's a motherfucking 2-year-old walking these streets. Like
it's not that the shit didn't go on, but like we did that back then.
yeah.
You know, man, I have from 4th grade to about all throughout high school, I walked home and shit.
Right.
I remember one time being in college. I'm not lying to you. And this guy was like, "Do you want to ride?"
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "No, I don't want to ride." I was in a freshman or sophomore in college.
Right.
And he's like, "Hey man, I'll give you a ride. You want to ride?" I'm like, "What the fuck? You meant text right there. I can see to like down the street. Like,
Right.
what the fuck is your problem? Like, these motherfuckers know what they're doing, dude. That's my point. Like, they know where to go. They know their fucking neighborhoods.
Of course.
Come on, you just gotta watch your kids, bro. And it's sad watching it. And I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Makes me sad, and this whole world is fucked. It's fucked, man. I mean, we can do better.
We can. Yeah.
I mean, we can.
We really can.
We'll band together and kill all the pedophiles. No, we won't kill them. But we'll be better about it and hold higher guys accountable. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers. Enough of the negative shit I've been going on.
Yeah.
So it's what's new? What's going on with you in the music industry, sir?
Okay, so I'm doing a lot right now, man. I'm trying to maintain family life, a job life, and this dream that I want to create. You know, right now, me and my partner over here.
Goddamn.
Yeah, we've been working on this label, and this is a long time in the making. Again, I want to really emphasize how much is not overnight. Like people are barely hearing about me like right now, and like I'm getting a lot of backlash about a lot of stuff right now, just because like people are barely hearing about me for the first time. You know, and I'm already knocking down people's doors, and I'm doing that for a reason. You know, because this is a chess game for me. It's like this is very like well, how would you say it? I'm executing these goals that I got in my mind, you know?
Okay.
Very well. And a lot of these things, like my music video, I just barely did that.
Cade Conway?
Cade Conway.
How's that?
Shout out to Cade Conway. The dude's a motherfucking genius.
Is he?
Yes, he is. I mean, it was great, man. He made it a great experience for me. Prior to that, I recorded one music video, and it was actually in a garage, somewhat like this, you know. I was literally in a corner. I mean, not corner, but like somewhere right here, probably where you are, you know. Had my wife like recording me off my phone, and it was actually a 2020 freestyle, and it was cool, man. It was I wanted to be recorded, you know. I wanted to have that experience, and I wanted to know what it felt like finally. And so I got this little freestyle together that I just really just started typing in my phone. And as soon as I started typing it, like, babe, grab the phone. Like, we're about to record this. She's like, okay. She's always excited about everything I do, you know. Shout out to my wife. Yeah, so going into this music video, it's like it's not somebody who I know, you know. Like this, it was really my first time meeting Cade Conway in person. You know, we've talked for fucking months. Like we've been talking about how we were gonna do this, and like every time something has either come up or it just wasn't the right time. I believe in divine timing, you know. And at the first of the year, a lot of this stuff was happening, the pandemic, you know, and just different stuff. I was going through a lot of major changes in my life. Like I was moving from Lubbock back to La Mesa. Like I was going through a lot of things, man. And I was getting real clear-minded at the time. I was writing a lot of different songs, a lot of different material and whatnot. And I was putting it out with like not the visual in my mind, you know. And with this Charge It to the Game, I kind of wrote it with the visual in my mind. and I kind of wanted me to appear. Like, I don't know if this is like expressed in the video. Like, you might not see it, but I mean, it's
No, we'll put the link in the bio.
yeah, for sure. It's me starting at the bottom, man. I mean, it doesn't even look like I'm started at the bottom. I got a Panamera portion there, you know, but I don't speak on it. You know, it's not. I'm not out there glorifying objects or talking about how I got this, got that. You know, it's just it's there in the background because I mean, it's just symbolizing hard work. You know, like if you work hard, you can have nice things. You know, just because you come from the bottom or you come from nothing, that doesn't mean you have to have nothing or stay from nothing, you know? Like, I mean, a lot of people get mad because of what I do. Like, I stay humble a lot. Like, everybody's always trying to tell me how I should stay humble. And I'm humble. Yes, fuck them. I'm humble more than any person that I know, you know? I mean, I never try to, like create this.
You know what I say to that? I think you should have gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude.
Yes.
We'll just go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like doing these things, like, I mean, okay, so while I was recording this video, man, I met some old friends that I hadn't seen in years, man. And last time they saw me, I was not doing so great. I was there's a time where I was into some like crazy drugs and whatnot, and they know me as that, you know, like they know me as a dude that turned the fuck up and like, let's do some wild shit, you know, like, and I'm not that person no more at all in any way, shape, or form. I've completely changed, evolved, you know.
That's tough because I'm trying to rebuild myself from that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been a drug guy, no disrespect, but I've always been an alcoholic. Like,
Right.
But I've always been the drunk.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, last time you were drunk. Like, I'm trying to rebrand myself from that guy.
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
fucked up.
and
it's tough.
It's really hard. I mean, not for yourself. It's hard for these other people to really understand that that's possible.
Like, come on, bro. Like, no, it's not me no more.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I mean, they kind of saw me, and I guess they saw it as fake to them. You know, they hadn't seen me in years. They don't know what I've been doing. They don't know how hard I've been working for this, and like. It was just crazy timing. They just crossed my path at the craziest time, you know? Like, I'm out here trying to really look professional and make a name for myself out there while they are still doing the same shit, you know? The same exact thing. How I left them is how they appeared again. Right now. Yeah, man. And
they don't like to see you elevate.
No, man, not at all. And it's sad, man. It's sad.
It's sad because you like them.
Yes, I love them, man. I love them to this day. Reach out to me. You know who you are. Like,
yeah, you love them, and you're like, come on, bro. I'm not on that level no more. I'm seeing that now. That's why I'm speaking on it, because these guys that I was getting fucked up with, and I was being that drunk. Right. They're still doing it. I think there's no disrespect to y'all. That's y'all's life. Yeah. But I'm trying to be professional. And
I mean, shit, dude, we got to. I mean, if you want to really,
that's what you're trying to do. So
we want to grow, man. I mean,
I love it. Yeah. I love hearing it from you. Yeah. I'm glad somebody else can say it. Yes. Yeah. That's what it is. You know when it's time to elevate. Yeah. You know, you can feel it. You can feel it.
Always. I think these other people should know too. Like, that's why I don't feel no sympathy to these people who don't elevate. You know, because. Yeah.
I have problems with that.
Something tells you, you know, that little inner voice that you get in your head, like something's telling you what to do and what not to do and when to do it. Like, and you know, whenever you're doing something bad and you get that little like voice in your head that's telling you, hey, don't do that. Like, you should listen to that voice. If you're about to eat something that knows you're about to, like, it's about to fuck you up, and it's, don't eat that. Like, listen to that. Or don't drink that. Listen to that. Or do this. Like, listen to that. I mean, more times than not, I mean, it's going to lead you into the right direction. You know, your higher conscious knows what is good for you. And we really don't. I mean, I do a lot of stuff that's bad for me at sometimes. Like, you know, like, I'm not always doing the best things, but nowadays I am. And it's because I'm listening to that higher self, you know.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the more and more I listen to this higher, like that little voice in my head, it's leading me into a great direction.
Good. Yeah. I couldn't relate more because I'm still a little bit of a drunk. Sorry, but I'm trying to elevate myself past these. I think when you get better, you just have to. You just have to. For lack of better terms, you have to leave them behind.
Yeah, I mean, and not necessarily like bad toxic habits you do got to leave behind, but like
and sometimes that is people.
Like
sometimes it's your friends,
right? Yeah, sometimes it's your family. Like it's sad. Like I've had to cut off like people that I love.
I've cut off family first before I cut off the friends. Yeah. The part was more harder for me.
Really,
it was. Because the family's like,
That's why I really only keep like certain people around nowadays. Like really, it's my wife, it's my kids. Really, like my dad's he's focused on his own business. The dude's like running.
What's his business? You want to shout it out?
Do It Right Services. Dude's built himself up to a multi-millionaire off of that oil field, man. Oil field is where it was at, where it's still at, and where it could be. I mean, it fell off like within the scope of time.
It's tough times right now.
Yeah, but right now he's ecstatic. He's
shout out to them.
He's working right now, man. Like heavy, and like he's back in the flow of things, and he's happy, man. He is. I worry about my dad. He tells me never to worry about him. Like he's always good, but I worry about my dad because he'll work himself to death, you know. And that's where I get my work ethic from too. That's the dude who would do anything to achieve his dream, and he achieved that, and he's achieved more, And he didn't have the craziest dreams to be a billionaire or even this multi-millionaire that he is. He just wanted to do something that he loved, that he knew, and that's what I want to do as well. It's like he got into the oil field like around 2004, maybe 2005. What's up?
You want to be a millionaire?
I want to be a billionaire.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burp.
I want to be a billionaire though.
This is what a lot of people are like. I'm glad you said that because like that's what I want to be.
Yeah, you ever heard that song? I want to be a billionaire, so fucking bad.
This is it. I love this. And I love playing guitar.
Yeah.
I want to be rich.
Yeah. I want to be rich off of something I love.
That would be the blessing, right?
That's the highest accomplishment.
But being a billionaire, being a millionaire, that's the goal. And a lot of people see that as like superficial or like see it as like bad thing. It's cool. We're gonna do it.
I mean, you can set your goals as high as you want them. Don't ever let nobody knock you.
I don't know about him, but if you had seen what I had been at the bottom, it's really awesome to like. I said it at the beginning. It's really awesome for us. Like, I had to clarify. This guy is of Mexican descent. Like, just Latinos like us, guys who look like us. It's really awesome that we have a platform to be us.
Yeah.
I don't think in any other time we have had a platform to be us.
Right. Yeah.
Or
very true.
Make something extreme, like as easy as it is. And if you are black, if you're white, you're Latino, Asian, whatever, and you inspire and you take inspiration from us, cool. I'm glad, but the more I do this, the more I am like happy to be that guys that look like us can look at us and say, if they can do it, then you can do it. I am happy. Yeah. I am. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
And maybe we will be those guys at the top.
Yeah. No, we will be.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be awesome whenever we're at the top and I'm like, you remember when we were doing the garage and we're sweating our asses off?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Dude,
that's what I like. That I like heart. You know what? What my favorite saying I heard this weekend was find a spark, put gasoline on it, and work your ass off. That's what it is. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
And you're a little bit more above me, above the podcast, and you're breaking your ass off, and I'm glad I'm hearing it.
Man,
I'm glad it. I never really thought I would be like that, but I am happy to see guys like us. Dude, brown guys like us. This is the truth. I'm glad I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I can be a part of it to put you. If you gain one follower from this, then I'm fucking happy. And if I gain one follower from this, then I'm fucking happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing.
It is a fucking blessing.
Yes, sir.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope one day the dreams that I have and the dreams you have when I'm like in in a multi-acre studio, and I'm like, hey, you remember when we did this?
Yes.
This is fucking
Yes.
cool. That's the dream, right?
This is all gonna be crazy
Wait,
nostalgic
let me
right here.
go back on that. It's cool that guys like us can dream and execute, because this is America. That's the dream. I've said it before.
Yes, sir. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? If you fuck whoever talks shit about it, this is American dream, dog. I love it.
this is it right here. I mean,
is
doing
it.
what you want to do,
is
that's
it.
the dream, man. That's
But
the
you
dream.
gotta bust your ass, right?
Yeah, you
And
got to.
I'm
You
glad
got to.
you do it, because I can feel it from him. You bust your ass.
Every
I'm gonna
day,
try
man.
I'm gonna try my part.
Dude,
But you're gonna be more hard worker than me.
I still got foam on myself, man. Like I still got.
He was at work today on your 24th birthday.
On my 24th birthday, yeah.
Like he said,
it don't stop.
what'd you
man.
say on Facebook? It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
doesn't?
It doesn't. I mean, as much as you may want a little break, man, I mean, the breaks will come. I mean, we're working hard for that, you know?
It's
Like,
cool to take breaks here and there.
Yeah.
I think we need to.
You need to, man. I
Mentally,
mean,
mentally.
yeah, man. There's some times where I gotta disconnect.
I
Like,
had Friday off this week, and
yeah.
I needed it.
Yeah.
And my stepdad didn't understand. Like, you need it.
Yeah.
You need it.
I mean,
gotta
I was just sitting in jail. I kind of,
That was kind of your break, right?
it was kind of my break, man. Like while I was there, I was like, well, fuck, I don't have to be at work in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
I try to sleep in, but they wake you up at 4 a.m. for breakfast, and I'm an insomniac. Once I wake up, I cannot go to sleep. It's not until I wear myself out, you know? And that's why I do smoke a lot of marijuana, you know?
Hey, man, it works, right?
Yes, sir, it does. I mean, it really does. It's very beneficial.
Yeah. I hate to harp on. I don't know why I say hate, but I just like. It's weird unless you are a guy who's from Lubbock, Texas, as a Mexican man. Like it's just you want to see your guys succeed. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. You know, I want to see everybody succeed, but I especially want to see guys with ass legs like mine and like some like yours.
Yeah.
What does he see? I just do. It's time that we do.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more real with you guys. Like I have white people in here, but white people up here, maybe girls, Asians. I don't know.
Right.
The Mexican guys who I want to see succeed.
Sir,
You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? That's fucking. It's like it's time.
Yes, sir.
This is our place.
Yeah.
Texas is us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
really
Like, I
is.
hate to say it, but it's like I feel compelled to say it. It's a cool time for us.
Yeah, it's a great time
It's
for
a
us,
great
man.
time for us.
Yeah. I mean, because
Yeah.
people like you, man, they're making it possible for people like me
Yeah.
to get out there.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make guys like us heard, and I'm hoping you can make guys like us heard too.
Yeah.
Or you too.
Yeah.
You two back there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boy.
The producer, right? You said.
No, this is my business partner.
Business partner.
Yeah.
It's just like guys like us can be in business, man. But you hear older people say like it wasn't like that like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. But now
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And it's cool, man. But I love everybody. I do.
I do.
But,
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Very
But
much.
it's,
I love people, man. People are great.
I have never been more happy to talk to people than this. I'm not lying to you. It's just the beginning. It's fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I'm just going down this, but it's just like I don't mean to impose any will on you, but it's like maybe we should feel a responsibility as Mexican men. You know what I mean? From this
Yeah.
part of town, from this part of Texas.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, let's
you know?
start making something happen,
But
man.
you are, that's what I'm saying. Like we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
There's
mean,
no let's go. Let's go.
yeah, it's crazy. Like there's sometimes, man, I get to myself, you know, like I'm as much work as I'm putting in. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not putting in enough work. I'll even call my boy. Like I talk to him most of the time as I'm going home, you know, like I got an hour-long drive every day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I call him and I'm like, bro, I don't feel like I'm doing that much. Like he's like, dude, just don't worry about that. Like that's your mind getting to you, you know, you are doing a lot. You're not doing as much as you want to. And like,
But to me, like, not to get spiritual, but like that's the devil Or whatever
Yeah.
you call it. It's like that's that negative thought.
Yes, and it is, and
They don't want you to do it.
It's something about that. It's just like, it's crazy, man. It's like, as much as I do a lot every day, man. Every day. Nowadays, I do a lot more
I'm trying
because
to get you to say that. Like,
yeah,
take time to appreciate what you do.
yeah, man, yeah. And my wife tries to get me to do the same thing, man. She's like, you do a lot, like,
Yeah, you got to, right?
take yourself accountable for that, because I mean, I am. But then it's just like, it's not enough. It's like, look at where Mac Miller was at 26, man. I'm 24. I haven't created that platinum album at 20 years old, you know? Like, the dude was 20 years old making some crazy, like, Lil Wayne feature, you know, Kendrick Lamar feature. Like, that's
I guess
wild.
we all work on our own level.
That's the thing, though. That's what I've learned is divine timing, man. It's like, we're all going to meet at the finish line, you know? So chill out. Like, man, you really just gotta take it easy, you know. Like, don't, just because you're maybe even 30 years old. I just had a talk with my friend like a couple of weeks ago. He's approaching 30, and he's kind of sad. Like, he feels like he's already getting older, you know, and like he's already done with life. And I'm like, no, dude, you're 30 years old, man. That's
young.
It's young, very young, man. You still got a long way to go. And he's just like, well, dude, like, everything you're experiencing now, like, I experienced late, like I just, things that I was doing at 16 years old, he's barely doing like in his like 20s, you know. So he's just like, you've grown ahead of me, you know. And I don't want him to think like that. It's just, dude, we're on our own time, you know. You were meant to go through that. You were meant to go through all the bad stuff really early. Like, I went through a lot of crazy stuff at an early age. I was kicked out of my mom's house at the age of 15. And that's because I got my first baby mama pregnant, and at the age of 14, and we ended up having my son Aiden around 15 years old, man. And once my mom found out about that, once my stepdad at the time found out about that, it was like, he can't be in this house, you know. And so around that time, I ended up going with my first baby mama, and it was kind of crazy, man. You know, being a kid, you know, you're still trying to grow up and still trying to experience life, man. You have no business having a child like that, you know. And I wish I would have really thought about it like the way I do now, but I had no business, you know. Like, right now, I don't even have custody of my son. Like, I haven't seen him in a couple of years, and nowadays it's not my fault. Nowadays I'm doing everything I can, you know, to really be there, a part of my kids' lives and whatnot. But kind of over the years, things kind of got out of my control, out of her control, you know, and like, it's a crazy situation. But
yeah, you, like you said, it's a weird situation. You said it's not your fault.
Yeah,
I like hearing people say that. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I feel like a lot of people our age say, "Quit the blame game."
Yeah,
you can't. Let's quit the blame game.
Yeah,
Let's take responsibility for actions. You can only do so much, you know. Unfortunately, if you can't get custody of him, that's like not in control anymore, right?
Yeah.
Let's take responsibility for our actions. Let's go. Let's rock with it.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can. Let's
do what we can, man. Because I mean, these kids are looking up to somebody, you know. And
shout out to Julian.
I'd rather it be if it's my kids, I'd rather it be me. You know, I don't want my kids looking up to somebody else. I don't really look up to really nobody else, you know, as much as I did my dad, you know. And I want the same thing for my kids, because I'm feel like I'm that great of a man as well. I'm a spitting image of who my father was, if not better, you know. And I want my kids to be the same thing, if not better, you know. I want the best for everybody, though, you know. And it's just I don't know, it's crazy. It's a crazy life.
It is. It's difficult for you guys who are listening to understand it, but I took a very selfish approach to this, but it's more than that now. It's more like that. Like, I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to get inspiration from it, and I get guys on here, and I'm glad I had you on. This has fucking been an inspiration to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I appreciate it.
I didn't expect that. I didn't, be honest with you. But
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
From what you told me earlier before he got on, until now, it's fucking crazy. You know, I wish you nothing but the best.
I appreciate you, man.
I wish you, you know, I you know, you can be as talented as you want, but it has to catch fire.
Yeah.
And I hope you do.
It really does.
I think you will. I really do.
Yeah.
I've never told nobody that, but I do.
Appreciate you.
Your fucking work ethic is beyond imaginable, and I hope you catch fire. And
Like I said, this is years in the making. This is not overnight.
Yeah.
It's, like you said, in due time.
You can smell. You can whatever. You can whiff out the guys who are overnight. You can fucking feel it.
Yeah.
Like I've said before, the chumps.
Yeah.
You know who they are. This guy's not a chump.
Yeah.
You're about it. You're very much living it. I didn't expect. I'll be honest. I didn't expect it. This is cool. This is cool.
I'm glad, man, because a lot of people aren't knowing what is to come from me. They don't know who I really am. Like sometimes,
but we got a grasp for you now.
Yeah.
We'll have you back on
I appreciate that.
in months to come. I know.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I just can't flood the market with the same people.
Yeah,
I've done
of
it.
course.
I've done it. But we'll have you back on very soon.
Yeah, just let me know when that time is right.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
ready
only
for
an
it.
hour away.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's been cool.
And about a year, man. Me and my wife, we signed for a 1-year lease, like in May. So in
Here?
about and that was in La Mesa. So,
okay,
next year around this time, I will be living back in Lubbock.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yes.
There you go. I'll be on the lookout. We'll put his links in the bio.
Yes, sir. Can I show this little song?
Oh yeah, here.
that I got?
Play it. We can only do 30 seconds.
I'm actually gonna just spit it off of what I got right here. Like I was gonna try to show the little final version, but I'm gonna drop that and let these people know. And this is gonna be something a cappella.
Go ahead. All
right.
There you guys go.
All right.
First time ever.
Yes, this is something.
We'll turn you up.
This is something for my birthday. Something for the people as well. It's never just for me, you know. I wanna.
I'm excited.
All right. Check this out.
There we go.
Was it good enough? Yeah. No, hold on. Okay.
So you're gonna play like a beat off of it? Because you can plug it into here, and then do your part.
Will this here?
Yeah. Let's see. I've never tried.
It's not an iPhone. Hold on.
Oh well, then there you go. So play it first before we get off like that. Show the preview.
My wife heard this, man. She gets chills every time she hears like something new from me.
There you go.
It's always different, you know.
So we can hear it. Yeah, we're hearing it. You hear
That's
it?
fire.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. There you go. So we'll get it. Is that good volume? You can turn it up. This is the first time on this thing.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, I'll shut up.
You need to solve some of your problems because you're problematic. You need to kick them to the side just like a dirty habit. Hold on. Can you hear that? Yeah, did it cut off?
Did it stop?
Yeah.
I don't know why it stopped.
It's weird. Hold on.
Start it over.
All right, no.
My bad.
All right.
I'll edit to make it.
Oh, it's because of here. It's like, turn it up on it.
That's as far as a lot of soon ago. Oh, headphones, my bad.
There you go. Yeah. Ooh.
There you go. Technical difficulties, but we'll be alright. You can hear it, right?
Yeah. Being weird. All right. Sorry, I've never done this before.
It's not good. We'll just edit that part out. Cool.
All right, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna do it without the beat because that beat's gonna fuck me up.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, we're good.
All right, yeah, edit that part out.
We'll edit that part out.
Ready?
Whenever you are.
All right. Really take this in. This is something very deep. I don't know how deep, but it's deep. All right. You need to solve some of your problems because you're problematic. You need to kick them to the side just like a dirty habit. It doesn't matter if the odds are against you in the end. Don't pretend like we haven't aged like fine wine over time. Who's to say we don't deserve to live this life right? Who's to say we shouldn't utilize the whole time? Who's to say we can't adapt and change? Step right out your mind frame and you won't be the same ever again. As I write with this pen, I'm gone with the wind. Like how my homies gone off the hen, I'm preaching again. I can't keep all the sin on my demons win. Anytime I don't speak on this, but am I losing it? I ain't insane, the game's just hard to maintain. I switch from lane to lane, then I never complain. This is a endless race that has you stuck in last place. Don't get caught in that chase, don't get caught in that wait. Win or lose, whatever you do, be conscious of what you choose. It starts in your thoughts and manifest in front of you. Whether it be good or bad, that is up to you. And play your part and not a person with a handout. Always work hard, that's forever how you stand out. What you do always comes back around. Don't think what goes up doesn't ever come down. It always comes down.
Yeah, fuck yeah. There you go. Well, link his bio. Like his shit in the bio.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Appreciate you, man.
This is something on the 60s. I lost it, but whatever, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Ah, man, this is awesome.
Thank
you. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night.
Hey, mind you, this dude wanted to do the little elbow thing before this.
I can't end it. I have to end it on that. We got the fucking
I love y'all,
Santos
folks.
in the back. Thank you. Check y'all next time. Thanks.